In the ever-unforgiving world of elite football, the line between triumph and tragedy is razor thin. Just ask Dani Rodríguez, Barcelona's latest teenage sensation, who soared to the heights of a first-team debut, only to be brought crashing down by a cruel twist of fate. As the 19-year-old winger readies himself for shoulder surgery, fans, coaches, and analysts alike are left to reflect on what his meteoric rise and sudden setback means for the future of FC Barcelona. Dani Rodríguez's football journey is the stuff of dreams. Born in the Basque region, he developed a reputation in the youth systems for his agility, fearless dribbling, and eye for goal. His performances for Barcelona's Juvenil A and Barça Athletic caught the attention of Hansi Flick's senior staff, who saw in Rodríguez a raw but electric attacking spark reminiscent of a young Ansu Fati or Lamine Yamal. Barcelona's long-standing tradition of youth development underpins the club's philosophy. For every Xavi, Messi, or Iniesta, there are dozens of academy products who never quite break through. Rodríguez, however, seemed different. His intelligence on the ball, positional awareness, and willingness to take on defenders set him apart in a crowded field of talented wingers. His promotion to the first-team squad against Real Valladolid was not just a reward for his hard work. It was a statement. Hansi Flick was willing to trust the club's future to its own. It was May 4th, 2025, a date Dani Rodríguez will never forget. Called up to the senior squad, Rodríguez was not just benched. He was named in the starting 11 at the Estadio José Zorrilla. The atmosphere was electric. The stakes were low in the table, but for Rodríguez it was everything. The opening minutes showed promise. Rodríguez looked confident, darting between defenders, pressing high, and offering a wide outlet on the flank. Fans and pundits alike praised his daring style, bold, uninhibited, and brave. Then came the 40th minute. A seemingly innocuous challenge led to Rodríguez crashing awkwardly onto his right shoulder. As he writhed in pain, the medical team rushed to his aid. The dream was over before halftime. Cameras captured the teenager holding back tears, his arm immobilized in a makeshift sling as he exited the pitch. What was supposed to be the beginning of his fairy tale quickly turned into a nightmare. In the hours that followed, Rodríguez underwent medical examinations. The scans confirmed the worst: an acute dislocation of the right shoulder. Shoulder dislocations in footballers are rare but serious, especially for wingers whose careers depend on quick turns, balance, and physical duels. Initial hopes pointed toward conservative treatment and a few weeks of rehabilitation. But after consultations with specialists, it became clear that the injury was more severe than initially thought. Surgical intervention was the only viable option to prevent recurring dislocations, a condition that could jeopardize not just Rodríguez's season, but his long-term career. On Thursday, Mundo Deportivo confirmed that Rodríguez would undergo surgery in San Sebastián at the end of the following week. Rodríguez's injury might seem minor in the grand scheme of FC Barcelona's season, but the implications run deeper. The club has staked much of its future on La Masia's ability to replenish the squad with affordable, homegrown talent amidst ongoing financial constraints. Rodríguez was next in line, a player identified as a potential squad regular for the 2025-26 season. With Ansu Fati's fitness concerns and the inconsistency of Ferran Torres and Rafinha, Rodríguez represented fresh hope on the flanks. His absence not only delays his integration into the first team, but also forces Barcelona's coaching staff to reconsider their pre-season plans. More importantly, Flick will now need to look deeper into the youth setup or reconsider his stance on potential signings. As one door temporarily closes for Rodríguez, others may open for his peers, perhaps Pau Victor or Ángel Alarcón. Shoulder surgery is not the end. It's a new beginning. Rodríguez is expected to be sidelined for 2 to 3 months, which rules him out of the remainder of the current campaign and, crucially, most of preseason. For a young player, preseason is vital. It's the opportunity to earn trust, minutes, and role clarity. The recovery process will be both physical and psychological. Rehabilitation will focus on strength, stability, and preventing re-injury. More subtly, Rodríguez must overcome the mental hurdles of trauma, the fear of falling again, the anxiety of re-injury, and the frustration of watching from the sidelines. Barcelona's medical and psychological support teams are among the best in Europe. With the right guidance, Rodríguez can return stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the physical toll of top-level football. Football is littered with stories of players who returned stronger after injuries. Xavi tore his ACL at 26 and came back to lead Barcelona to historic glory. Andrés Iniesta endured muscular breakdowns before peaking as one of the greatest midfielders of his generation. Then there's the example of Pedri, who suffered several setbacks early on, but continues to be the heartbeat of this Barcelona team. Rodríguez now joins that list, not as a victim of misfortune, but as a potential story of resilience. His trajectory, while temporarily halted, can still climb toward greatness. Barcelona's fanbase, one of the most passionate and engaged in world football, responded with an outpouring of support. Social media timelines were flooded with messages of encouragement. Videos of Rodríguez's debut were replayed with emotional captions. For a club that has seen its fair share of heartbreak, from Neymar's exit to Ansu Fati's struggles, Rodríguez's story is yet another emotional thread in the larger Barca tapestry. What resonates most with the fans isn't just talent, it's heart. And Dani Rodríguez has shown he has plenty of that. So what's next for Dani Rodríguez? Once he recovers, Rodríguez will have to start again. He'll return to training with the reserves, build match fitness, and wait for his next opportunity. The path won't be linear, it never is, but Barcelona believes in him. Hansi Flick has shown he's willing to give youth a chance, and Rodríguez's brief cameo was more than enough to hint at his potential. By October or November 2025, Rodríguez could be back on the pitch, this time more mature, battle-tested, and hungrier than ever. Dani Rodríguez's story is just beginning. Injuries are part of football, but so is resilience. For every fall, there's a rise. For every disappointment, a new drive. As Rodríguez undergoes surgery and starts his journey back, fans and teammates alike will be watching, hoping that this gifted young winger will not only recover but return to fulfill the promise that was so evident on his debut night. Now is the time to rally behind one of Barcelona's brightest young talents. Follow Dani Rodríguez's recovery, support his journey, and witness the making of a new camp, new hero. Share this article to spread the word about his story, because when he returns, you'll want to say you believed in him from the start.